So it's day, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 of the Tokyo Trip Diary. I'm here in the hostel room, as you can tell, and I lost my camera. Yeah. I was on the Keien Tohoku line, and I kind of fell asleep. And when I got up, as the train was coming to a stop, you have that almost instinct to wake up right when the train gets to wherever you're going. Well, in this case, where I wasn't going, because the train was terminating at Minami Urawa. I was headed to Saitama Shintoshin. And I got off the train. I thought I had everything, but I left my camera, my $300 Pentax, and Eric, the guy I bought it from, he's probably laughing his ass off. He's probably no. He said he loves that camera, so I'm like, damn. Loved, because he sold it to me. So he clearly didn't love it enough. But anyway, yeah, karma kicked in, I guess. So I called the JR people, and they're really nice, really nice. They're looking for it. So hopefully, a kind soul will help me out there. And let's see. Well, the reason I was headed out to Saitama was to go visit the John Lennon Museum. I'm an okay Beatles fan, but it's really my stepdad who was the big Beatles fan. I knew that if he found out that it was there and I didn't go and I didn't bring anything back, he would probably have my ass. So I went there, and I got some stuff, but I also went through the museum. It's very interesting, although it looks like it's the only museum to carry Yoko Ono's approval. You can see why. It casts her as John Lennon's Jesus figure. And it completely ignores the fact that he was married before, and, he had another son, Julian, but I digress. Also, it's filled with English and references to Japan. Yeah. I mean, Japan isn't really that much of a... I mean, sure, the museum is in Japan, but it casts itself as more wide-ranging view of his life. But I digress. That's you didn't want to hear me go on and on about John Lennon. Anyway, after that, I decided not to let lose my camera ruin my day, because I had a backup camera. So, I mean, if they find it, great. If not, then I think a trip to Akihabara is in order. Duty free, hell yes. So, Kokokara. I realized that. Well, actually, let me backtrack for a moment. I woke up ass early in the morning, wondering what to do, and there's nothing to do on Sunday mornings in Tokyo. So I hopped the Shinkansen over to Yokohama, explored for a bit, realized, nope, nothing open here either, so I went back to Tokyo, and yeah, then I went to Saitama, and then I realized that the time, it was like about 2 p.m. this time. So I decided that it was time to head back to here to drop stuff off, and then go to Shibuya. And that was an adventure in itself, because again, if I know you guys are probably not familiar with the Tokyo rail system, but okay, you know what? This is the Yamanote line. Asakusa is here. Ginza line on the Tokyo Metro to the JR Ueno. Shibuya. So it's a bit of a trial to get there. I mean, Chuo line is kind of a shortcut, but really, not much of one. So I mean, I could take Ginza Line straight to Shibuya, but that costs money, and I can use the JR for free. So anyway, it takes about 45 minutes to get there. I get out there and hail a taxi, and the dude didn't quite know where I was talking about. Shibuya o Isto onegai shimasu. I probably could have been better about it. And I probably should have known that that the street that O East is on is one way in the direction other than we were headed. So I messed that up. But anyway, it cost me $10 to get basically 100 feet. Well, not that far, or not that bad, but he put me down in the general vicinity, which works out well. So many streets in Tokyo are one way. I thought I had it bad in Baltimore. Well, so from there, yeah, of course, I was one of only 2 foreigners waiting for the show. The other was a girl from France who was really nice, but I didn't really talk to her for that long because they started shuffling us in, and with the help from a friendly stranger, I managed to figure out exactly why they were calling the numbers they were calling, and I saw the number on my ticket and I went on in, and you know, the last time when I saw Jam Project at Otakon, we got shoved in the way back and we could see about half as well as everybody else in the whole arena. At Shibuya O East, which by the way is not as big as it looks on YouTube. I was kind of in the way back of the arena, or the concert hall. I kind of had to jump up and down to see anything at all, because like it's got the, you know, general admission. It's general admission, so you got the bottom floors like that, the top floors like that. It reminds me of Rams Head Live back in Baltimore. I don't think you've been there, but anyway, but yeah, even though I couldn't see anything, the fact, well, for half the concert, being able to just experience an Ichiro Mizuki performance was well worth the $55. Seeing Masaki Endo, and they did do some Sentai stuff. We got a Bokenja theme from Nobu, Abarenja theme, Changeman, Denjiman, Ichiro Mizuki did the ending theme from Geki Ranger, and a lot of Saint Seiya stuff too, like Pegasus Fantasy and everything. But yeah, it was awesome. And even though I couldn't understand the banter, usually, some of it was just fun because anytime you hear Masaki Endo, like Endo Masaki-kun's, you know there's some kind of hysterical antics involved, and they were arguing about who was in fact the leader of Jam Project. So that was great fun. So after that, I went over to this kind of, it looked like it was an upscale seafood sort of ish place, like right down the street. I forget what it was called, but it cost me like $15 for the appetizer, which is just like this practically bite-sized piece of like tuna salad sort of thing, miso flavoring, and salmon, which is really good. And I actually tackled it with chopsticks. You know, I'm starting to get the hang of that with stuff that isn't like sushi or udon or easy stuff. And yeah, and oolong tea was really good. And then I got back here, and then I found a note on my door saying that basically I need to clean my room. Yeah, I've been a little busy to do that. And I got my laundry in there right now, so till tomorrow, see ya.